If you see the meaning of the last shloka, it says, one who is the memory power, one who is the power of knowledge, one who is the power of intellect, one who is the power of ready wit or talent, one who is the power of creativity or imagination. To that goddess I bow down again and again. Goddess Saraswati is within us in the form of all these powers of memory, talent and imagination. We have to increase her flow and presence within us by prayer, meditation and also working on our skills. Namo Namaha. What does the word Saraswati mean in Sanskrit? Before I explain this, I request you to subscribe to my channel. By subscribing, you get updates from my channel and it also helps me in growing this channel. The word Saraswati can be split like this. Saras plus Matup. Matup is a suffix. Whenever the Matup suffix is added, it gives the meaning of Asya Asti or Asmin Asti, meaning one who possesses this or in him or her this is present. Saras usually is used for water. The word Saras comes from the dhatu, the root word sr, which means to flow. I already told you that when we add the matup suffix, it gives the meaning of one who possesses this or within whom it is present. For example, the word gunavan, which means one who possesses good qualities. The feminine version for this word is gunavati, meaning she who possesses good qualities or one within whom there are good qualities. Most of you would have heard of this blessing, Saubhagyavati Bhava. Here the person blessing is telling, become a Saubhagyavati, meaning become the person who possesses prosperity or become one within whom there is prosperity. Now Saraswati also has the Matup, which means the meaning of this word Saraswati is one who possesses the flow or one within whom there is a flow. You may now wonder, what flow does Saraswati possess? She represents the flow of knowledge. Knowledge always flows and it is never stagnant. Nobody in this world can say that he or she knows everything in their field of specialization. There is always scope to learn more. And another aspect of the flow of knowledge is that the more you allow your knowledge to flow out to others, the more knowledgeable you become. There is a wonderful Sanskrit Subhashita on this which says, Apurvah kopi koshoyam vidyate tava bharati vyayato vriddhimayati kshayamayati sanchayat. Here the word Bharati is another name for Saraswati. The Subhashita says, Hey Bharati, Hey Saraswati, your treasure is very unique. Apurvaha means unique because Vyayataha Vriddhimayati, meaning one who keeps spending it, for him it increases. Kshayam Ayati Sanchayat, and by trying to accumulate it and preserve it, it gets depleted. I can definitely vouch for the truth in this Subhashitam from my own experience. The more I teach or share what I know with others, the more my learning strengthens. In other words, sharing of knowledge increases the flow, which is Saraswati. We call this Saraswati's blessings. Also, Saraswati is the goddess of speech. The word Saras also means speech. So Saraswati means one who possesses speech or one who has the speech within her. Her other names are Vagdevi, Vani, Vagishwari. In Sanskrit, Vak or Vani means speech. Saraswati is said to reside on the tip of our tongue and she is said to be dancing on the tip of the tongue of the scholars. Avirbabhuva tat paschan mukhataf paramatmanah eka shuklavarna veena pustakadharini koti purnendu shobhadhya sharat pankajalochana vanhi shuddhankushadhana ratnabharana bhushita. It says paramatmanah mukhatah avirbabhuva, meaning she manifested from the Paramatma's mouth. That is to indicate that she is the goddess of speech. Further, it describes her as bright, having veena, the musical instrument, and book. Veena Pustaka Dharini. Then Koti Purnendu Shobhadhya, meaning she was as bright as crores of full moons. Since Saraswati is an extremely sattvic goddess, she is compared to the moon, and she is wearing clothes which are as pure as fire. Fire is the purest of all. Nothing can make a fire dirty. And Ratnabharana Bhushita, she is adorned with gems and jewelry. Surasura Sevita Pada Pankaja Kare Virajita Kamaniya Pustaka Virinchi Patni Kamalasana Sthita Saraswati Nrityatu Vachi Me Sada. This shloka is a prayer to Saraswati. It says, Surasura Sevita Pada Pankaja, meaning one whose lotus feet is served by Devatas and also the Asuras. Kare Virajita Kamaniya Pustaka, one who has an enchanting book in the hand. Virinchi Patni Kamalasana Sthita, means wife of Brahma and one who is seated on the lotus. Saraswati Nrityatu Vachi Me Sada, may Goddess Saraswati dance in my speech. If you listen to scholars talk, you will see the flow of speech. It will be clear, crisp, and without fillers like etc. And the speech will carry a lot of value. People love to listen to the speech of such scholars, which is not just crisp and clear but also carries lot of wisdom and value. Saraswati represents this. How do scholars get this flow? Is it by merely praying to Saraswati? A scholar would definitely have put in lot of time and energy in studying and mastering his skills. The speech can flow only if there is good amount of stuff within. We do need the blessings of the divine, but also we have to do our work. There is a Subhashitam in Sanskritam which says, Yatha hekena chakrena narathasya gatir bhavati evam purushakarena vina daivam na siddhyati. Meaning, like how a chariot cannot run on just one wheel, similarly without human effort, divine blessings will not fructify. One of the factors for excellent speech is good knowledge in the subject. The more you master the subject, more easily it will start flowing out. The book in the hand of Saraswati represents knowledge. The veena represents music, fine arts, and creativity. People in the creative field will know how important is the flow of creative ideas. This flow of creativity within you is Saraswati. In one hand, she holds the Japamala, which represents meditation. Any kind of meditation will help in the flow of creativity and speech, because meditation will reduce the chattering of the mind and will create space for creativity, knowledge, and skills if you are aspiring to have them. In other words, by meditating and silencing the mind, you are making space for Saraswati to blossom within you. And the swan, which is her vehicle, represents the wisdom to differentiate between that which is good for us and the world from that which is not good for us and the world. It also represents the wisdom that is able to see the difference between the essence and the superficial external world. Why is swan used to represent this? In Sanskrit, there is a very famous nyaya called Nirakshira Nyayaha. It is an analogy which says that when you mix water and milk and give it to a swan, the swan has the ability to drink only the milk and leave out the water. Only the swan has such a special ability of separating milk from water. Similarly, if we develop our wisdom, we will be able to see the difference between the eternal essence within and the outer dance of illusion very clearly. In fact, another name for Saraswati is Sarada. Saraha means essence. Saram dadati iti Sarada. One who gives the essence is Sarada. Meaning Saraswati represents the wisdom within us that helps us to see, realize the essence very clearly in spite of the external noise. This kind of wisdom can arise as we become more and more sattvic. Saraswati is said to have been born from Brahma when he was creating the world through meditation, and he experienced sattva gunas coming up in his mind. From this sattva guna, Saraswati was born, which means Saraswati will arise in us as we start becoming more and more sattvic. What does sattva guna mean? Bhagavan Krishna says this in the Bhagavad Gita. Tatra sattvam nirmalatvat prakashakam anamayam. Here he states the characteristics of sattva. First is nirmalatvat, meaning it is characterized by purity. Prakashakam, one that illuminates, and anamayam, meaning that which is harmless. Sattva is the quality that is responsible for clarity, wisdom and righteousness. When sattva is dominating, we feel happy, content, satisfied, grateful and peaceful. Further, in chapter 14, the 17th shloka, Bhagavan Krishna says, Sattvat sanjayate jnanam, meaning from sattva arises knowledge. That means from sattvic mind, Saraswati arises. Now let us bow down to Saraswati and recite the shlokas written by Yajnavalkya Rishi, who after getting cursed by his guru lost all his knowledge but regained them after praying to Saraswati. I have chosen only 5 shlokas from the stotram, which contains a total of 35 shlokas. Maybe I will make a separate video on this stotra. Now you can see the meaning of the verses first and then again listen to them so that you can connect well after understanding the meaning. You can listen to the recitation by connecting to the image of Goddess Saraswati or by trying to feel her energy within you. Yaya vina jagat sarvam shashvat jivan mritam sada jnanadhidevi ya tasyai saraswatyai namo namah. Yaya vina jagat sarvam mookamunmattavat sada vagadhishthatri devi ya tasyai vanyai namo namah. Visarga bindu matranam yadadhishthanameva cha Itham tvam giyase sadbhir bharatyai te namo namah. Yaya vinatra sankhya krit sankhya kartum na shaknute kala sankhya swarupaya tasyai devyai namo namah. Smriti shaktir jnana shaktir buddhi shakti swarupini pratibha kalpana shaktir yacha tasyai namo namah. If you see the meaning of the last shloka, it says, one who is the memory power, one who is the power of knowledge, one who is the power of intellect, one who is the power of ready wit or talent, one who is the power of creativity or imagination, to that goddess I bow down again and again. Goddess Saraswati is within us in the form of all these powers of memory, talent and imagination. We have to increase her flow and presence within us by prayer, meditation and also working on our skills. If you liked this video, type Saraswatyai Namo Namaha in the comments. Please do subscribe to my channel for more such videos and also on learning Sanskrit and Sanskrit pronunciations. Also kindly share this with as many people as possible. Namo Namaha.